All right. Nice to meet you. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Just talked to Rico, and Rico gave me the whole thing. Like I said, write down Rico, save me my phone. I'm like, Rico Crane. He's like,
That's no.
he put it in park. He's like, okay, you gotta say it. All right, listen. You know, these are the brothers, these are the sisters. They cranes. Oh, okay. Now I got it. Okay.
Right.
Nobody really understood that when we were coming up.
Right.
I was little Rico until I was, I don't know, 20, 30.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's how I go.
They thought I was Paul. I still got one of his minister friends every time you see me. Hey, Paul.
Yeah, it's like, okay, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you no
Yeah.
more. Okay.
I think it's live.
Okay.
It is. Is your mic on? Is it hot?
Mic check 1 2 1 1 1.
Yeah.
You hear me?
See, I'm not cooking right now. Came over to support John and everything. You got the link up? Listen to it.
Yeah.
How do I tune in?
It's on Facebook right now.
Because I feel sneeze is coming.
Oh.
And I know how it is when you don't know about that in the back of the podcast. Those mics pick up everything pretty much, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not that formal, though. I mean, Johnny get up and go with the kids. So we,
Say, man.
Because here's the thing.
24/7.
They see us that the kids pass by, they know. And you have to get up sometimes. So that's how it is.
They be testing my gangster, man. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was it?
Oh, yeah. We informal over here.
Yeah.
We don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just training at 5 a.m. You know, I got a new gym I'm about to open. He would have got Friday.
Oh, okay, yeah. John shared that.
You got an iPhone, John? I do. That's not an iPhone? What's your email address, John?
Hey, y'all. Hey, come on in. Come on in. It's the Caravan of Dreams, the redo. Y'all know what it is. It's Monday. It's 8 something. Y'all know how we do it. Come on in. Come on in. Now, make sure you like and share. Like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. All right. Come on, y'all. Listen, we got a special guest in the place today. We got John Crane. He is the owner of We Sow Seeds. And what else you got? What else you got? I know he's also a realtor, a real estate investor. So he is the consummate business owner. So y'all want to come and hang out with us a little bit. All right.
Y'all got business owners everywhere.
Oh.
Both of your brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Right.
Entrepreneurs all over the place.
Yeah.
That's half of what made me try. It's like from being this family.
All right. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. We sure appreciate y'all for joining us. We see Cliff Sparks. Hey, Cliff. Angela Banks Griffin. Who else is on here?
That's all I see. Cliff, you coming out to the courthouse tomorrow? They're having a Black History celebration thing, and Lisa Wood is having something down there.
Mm-hmm.
Be down there playing some music.
All right, all right, all right. We sure appreciate y'all for joining us. Y'all make sure you like and share, like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. Come on.
Might as well get started. You waiting for a number?
Um, well, you know what? When I see Vanessa get on here, then I know it's time. Right? Vanessa, are you on here? Because I don't see you yet. So anyway. You know, if she miss it, then it's a problem.
Oh.
All right. Hey, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Listen, first thing, this is what I need to know. How many people got iPhones or whatever, and you had an outage last week and you thought this was, the end, right? Like you thought, uh-oh, here it is. So here's the thing. Here's the story. So my sister-in-law called me and she was like, are y'all okay? I was like, huh? She said, well, because the movie, like the movie that the Obamas executive produced. What was the name of that movie? Something, whatever that movie was that was on Netflix, right? And she said, this reminds me of that movie because the internet wasn't working and nobody's phones were working. She said her friend came over to the house and was like, can I use your phone? She said, use my phone. What is going on? She said, because my phone's not working. And then she said her phone wasn't working. And so nobody's phone working. Now we talked about this. When the phones and the internet and all that stuff go down, like it could be a problem. So at the end of the day, were we being tested? Like, was that something that we need to be like, oh, they were like, okay, we just gonna throw this out here and let y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Leave the world behind.
Yes. Uh-huh. So I mean that had leave the world behind tendencies. I don't know.
No, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Was,
Johnny said it did not. But
that was the iPhone people.
Okay, well, iPhone or whatever.
I don't think so though. I think it was like they said AT&T and
Verizon, because they have Verizon. Because at the end of the day, I didn't even have that issue, right? So I think it was just some outages for a lot of people. They said it was mostly AT&T. And that being a company that I used to work for, I'm not going to put that on AT&T. Verizon had problems too. Don't play. T-Mobile, I'm sure y'all had some problems.
I put it on. They fired me.
Metro PCS, maybe y'all didn't have problems. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, fine. That's because y'all got a whole different situation going on. But anyway, the thing is let's think about that though. What do we do if everybody's phones go down? What's the answer? What are we gonna do? What's our step? What are we doing? Like, even if we had landlines, okay, do we need to get our landline back, or we need some walkie-talkies? What do we need to do about that?
I don't know. Landlines are on fiber nowadays, so they're about as digital as everything else.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. Maybe we need pagers again. Then how do we page? So
you're supposed to have a shortwave radio.
A shortwave. So Johnny says, get you a shortwave radio.
You're supposed to have. They got the little. I can't even remember what they call, but rich people have them. Their phones.
Okay. Because that's Tracy and I talked about that. She's like, I think we need to have a family meeting, because what is our step? What do we do when communication's gone? What we gonna do? How are we gonna let each other know that we okay? What's the plan? And where are we going?
Yeah. Gotta have some land somewhere out in the country.
I'm just saying, because if we don't have, you know what I'm saying? Listen, NATO said, be prepared. They said, get ready. We're not going to say it's right now because we don't want to put no fear on y'all, but they said, be ready. Get ready. We need to be stocking up on, the water and all that kind of stuff like we did back in 2020 when all the water was running out in toilet tissue. Nobody could get nothing, but we need to start doing that, because what are we going to do? Because we don't want to go to the store and there's nothing and we got a situation. No electricity, no lights, no phones. What are we doing? So that was a test. So look, y'all know how y'all panicked. Everybody was panicking. But here's the thing: we could still communicate on Facebook, right? What if we don't have Facebook? What can you imagine?
I mean,
People are
internet.
gonna
If they don't
panic.
have internet, if they take
Right.
down. I'm cool with Facebook going down.
Okay.
But if they take down the internet, then yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
Hmm. So, all right, let's be prepared because
I mean, be prepared to have.
that's the question. How do we get prepared? What do we need to do?
That's what the meeting is for.
I mean, like I was saying, when we talked about it before, I rely on my phone for phone numbers. I don't know your phone number without looking on my phone. I can't call it off. So the only number that I know is Mama's phone number, the house phone.
Is it on?
And she would say, that's what we gonna do, Lord. And then how do we? Because I rely on my GPS to get anywhere. Now Johnny said, if I go once, I'm gonna remember. But okay,
I don't. If it's in the city, I don't have to use my GPS for it.
if we got to get a place, you know what I'm saying, a bomb shelter
If
built
it's-
somewhere,
If
right?
I go once, and if it's a bomb shelter, that's pretty important. I'm not going to
You
forget
gonna-
where that
okay.
is.
I mean,
The problem is going to be getting through traffic because
Traffic,
everybody's going to be
yes.
trying to get out.
right. Well, for those who have a place to go, but I feel like the panic is people gonna be trying to go, and they even if they don't know where to go, right? So anyway, hey, y'all, let's think about that. So, because you never know. I'm just saying. All right. So on a lighter note, did y'all know today? This is the 26th, right?
Yeah.
Today, you were supposed to go to Buffalo Wild Wings to get you some free wings between 2 and 4. Did anybody go? Because they said Buffalo Wild Wings lines were wrapped around the buildings. Did anybody go get some wings? No. We forgot, I think. Or maybe we didn't care about wings. I don't know.
Nah,
We
yeah.
didn't care about wings. So we're not wings
Right.
people.
What was it for?
That was because they lost the bet. Because the Super Bowl, when it went into overtime, that was the bet. And Buffalo Wild Wings said, hey, if it go into overtime, everybody get free wings 2 to 4 on the 26th.
Look, now go back to the phone thing. Cliff
go
said
back.
he
Yes.
said all we can do is go about our day. I don't know how easy that's gonna be.
Really, Cliff? Okay, go about your day. Well,
I mean, he put LOL, so
yeah,
yeah,
for real.
'cause-
Because,
yeah, ain't gonna be no whole lot of going on about your day.
right. Was there some more comments we missed?
Cliff's an Android Nation.
Oh, gosh.
Your mom, hello, Mother Crane. She said her phone was good.
Oh,
Metro.
see.
People split it up so many different ways. A lot of people saying it was about a iPhone, Android thing. A lot of people saying it was a carrier thing. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. So obviously it was different carriers, and I don't know. I do think that most of it was iPhones. So it probably was iPhones across the board. So there's that. But hey, I'm an iPhone user, so there you go.
You in most of the world.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, here's another thing. Let's think. Okay. So where are the Dallas Cowboy fans at?
They everywhere. What you talking about?
Everywhere. All right. Did y'all know that the Cowboys are the most valuable sports team? They are worth, do you know?
So
Drum roll, please.
Somewhere in the billions.
$9.2 billion.
That's shocking to you. How long you been living here?
I'm just saying they are the most. Even though when was the last time you've been to Super Bowl?
What they got to do with it?
Okay, I got a Cowboy fan here. So
Jerry's a businessman.
9.2 bill is what the Cowboys is worth. What are the Kansas City Chiefs worth?
I don't know. Probably about $2 billion.
Ooh, okay. So now, what we're saying is, it don't matter how you play.
It's entertainment.
Oh, okay.
I
so
learned
it's
that about
entertainment.
sports a long time ago.
Okay.
For me and probably a lot of, well, I'm gonna say a lot of other people because some people are fanatics.
Mm.
But for me, it's like an episode. It's like watching Power or something like that. It's a season. I watched that season.
Mhm.
The season finale. It could be the Super Bowl. It could be the playoff game that they lose.
Okay.
So it ends just like any other season ends. I might not like it,
Mm.
but the season is over.
Oh, okay.
So you go with the ups, you go with the downs. You know what I'm saying? It's a weekly show, just like any other show. It's
Right.
entertainment.
Okay.
And that's the way Jerry see it. That's how he get his
So
money.
he don't really care if they
No, I think he cares, but he want to win it his way.
right.
Now he just brought back Jimmy Johnson, so who knows?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
that's saying a lot because he wanted to do that without Jimmy, but the last 30 years
Wow.
has
Have
proven,
proven that you need
yeah,
Jimmy.
he can't do it without
Oh,
help.
well.
But he's still at the helm. He's still the CEO, still the owner. Should be somewhere in somebody's rehabilitation center or
Oh
something. But
my.
he running. He's still running the Cowboys. His son Steven should have been running the show, but I mean he's stubborn and he rich. I ain't mad at him. You know, if I had that kind of money and I had that kind of ability, I'd be still trying to go for it too.
Yeah.
So
Oh well.
it's his team. He bought it outright. He made it into the $9 billion franchise that it is today,
Okay. Well, there we go.
and he just live off of drama. He do what he want to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
All right.
yeah.
Well, congratulations to the Cowboys and Jerry Jones.
Oh, here go Clyde. He said, "I love my people in Dallas, but I hate the Cowboys."
Yeah.
Yep, I'm about to block
He's
you.
not alone. It's a lot of haters out there. Okay.
I'm telling you, Cliff said she's trying to start today, Johnny. Yeah, she's trying to start. Trouble in the house, man.
Hey, I mean, I'm a Cowboy fan. Fair
Somewhat.
weather. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care. I don't really watch it like that. You know what I'm saying? But if the Cowboys, are winning or whatever, and it's like we're going to the Super Bowl, I'm give me a Cowboy T-shirt. So I'm here. I'm here for it.
That's the only thing I got time to watch. I can't watch the NBA. It's 82 games in the season. It's just too many games. It's 2 or 3 games a week, a couple of hours per game. It's too much. I just can't keep up no more.
That and baseball, right?
Yeah, but baseball is 100 something. What, 162 games in the season? No, bro.
Right.
No,
Who is
man.
watching that?
Yeah, see football.
Now, John, had you made it? We've been watching.
Yeah, I've been watching it at his house from his mansion.
Right. All right. Okay, so did anybody see the fight at Cam Newton's football camp? What the heck was going on with that?
I haven't seen the calls. I saw they tried their best to.
Man, I saw they just jump on him, right?
I mean, you got to remember, he used to be a quarterback
Right.
that would not go down.
Right.
He was a dude. He was Superman.
Okay.
So some
And
little 7-on-7
clearly-
cats, no pads.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they tried though.
I saw that, and clearly he still got it because the whole time he kept that cap on.
It's for real.
That hat was still on. With the,
For
whatever
real.
that weird hat
And
is.
he didn't take
feathers
it.
and
He
stuff
didn't
on.
swing or nothing. He restrained everybody. He had one in a
Man.
hold,
Wow.
restraining them all. So it's like, he wasn't even knocking them out.
Y'all was the wrong people.
They
They
was.
chose the wrong
They
person.
did. They chose a very wrong person. You see how little they was up compared to him? Like,
Wow.
right. Yeah, man, he took them right on with him.
Oh my goodness.
So I still haven't figured out. I was trying to find out what happened before the show, but I haven't seen what happened.
Yeah.
I know it was a 7-on-7 football event. It was something that he sponsored in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
So it's kind of messed up to sponsor something, try
Right.
to give
Then people
back.
come
And
jump
then
on you. What the heck?
ain't no telling. Cam got a smart mouth though.
Yeah.
He in that podcast arena,
Right.
man. So
Right.
you never know.
Right. He's starting stuff, so ain't no
But
telling.
obviously, he could back it up. You're gonna have to bring a friend, a big
Okay.
friend.
Right. Y'all had the wrong one today. All right. So
Clyde, wait a minute. Clyde say sad, the hate is real. Say young niggas making us look bad as a people. Crabs in the barrel. I mean, that's every city in America, man. I figured that out. That's every city in America. You're gonna have crabs in a barrel.
right.
It just is what it is. You just gotta try to be around people that's like minded. And sometimes that ain't necessarily in the hood.
Right. Right.
Joseph JoJo said that, yeah, he saw it. He said they tried to with 6'5", 245 pounds.
Man. Okay.
Say, man.
Yeah, he was just like whatever, like dragging them right on out.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
And they was getting running starts. These two had running starts.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What's next?
All right. So listen, I kind of feel some kind of way about this. So KFC have come up with a new sandwich, and it is called the Cheeser, and it is pizza and chicken. So sound like they appealing to black people because they know the kids be wanting that pizza, and then we want the chicken as black folks.
What
So it's called the chizza. Cheesa. How you say pizza? Pizza, chicken, chizza.
cheese?
Chicken and pizza together. Chizza. Okay, I like that sound. That's
Is it?
I don't know about that. I feel some kind of way. Who are they appealing to?
I don't feel now. If they were serving watermelon on the side, then I might feel some type of way. But yeah, I might feel some type of way at that point.
Now, KFC got that strawberry steak now.
Yeah, but
They do.
chicken and pizza. Is it chicken and pizza together,
Mixed
like in a
together,
meal?
on a sandwich,
Oh,
on a pizza bread with the chicken on
oh,
there.
that's
and
smoker's food right there, man.
Oh Lord.
That's smoke.
It's just really like a piece of chicken with cheese and tomato. I mean, cheese and pepperoni on top.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Yeah.
Cheese.
It's a piece of chicken.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is a piece of chicken.
Where's the pizza? Is it on top,
One.
on bottom? Is it sandwiched? Is the chicken in between the two slices of pizza or something?
Is I think it's like this flat, and then with like a pizza with the chicken on it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how I feel like about that.
It's boneless. It's like a boneless chicken breast.
Yeah, under and then with the
Uh,
piece on the top.
chicken.
Yeah.
Pepperoni's on top of that.
So
Uh-huh.
that's what chicken parmesan with pepperoni on the top.
Pretty much.
Is that what you say it should taste like that?
That's what it looked like.
Oh,
That's that's smoker's food.
oh my.
They going to Jack in the Box, right? Jack in the Box got a whole smoker's menu.
They do.
They got a whole yeah, man. So that's for special taste.
Okay. Not that we know anything about that here, but we just
What?
know. So Johnny just throwing that out there for the people who it apply to.
Who-
Okay.
What the
Right.
smokers?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to be one. So I mean, I know when they brought it out, I knew what it was for. I knew exactly what it was for. They over 24 hours too. It is
Tell
what
the
it
truth,
is.
shame the devil.
I mean,
All
that's what
right.
I'm doing.
What do you say?
Marcus Jackson Bird, what's going on, man? He had a heck of a party, man. We had a heck of a party. Happy 53rd, bro. Joseph Jojo said we're gonna march if they had watermelon.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Marching right around KFC.
Yep.
Ah.
Shawnee B, what's going on? It's one of my favorite comedians out there, man. She said, "Hey, my melanated people, happy Black History Month." He said, "We only have a couple of days, only have a few days left
Right.
in this short month, giving us the short month like that."
Man. Okay, so have y'all seen the 50-part story that's on TikTok right now? And
Who the F did I marry?
right. So, man, have anybody heard any of that? Because at the end of the day, that was, I don't know. This lady, that whole situation happened they kind of got together in 2020, and she didn't want to do quarantine by herself, and she met the man in March. They moved in together in April. They got engaged in May. They married. I mean, it was all like in just a couple of months that they did this whole situation. How would you think that it was going to turn out, lady? You did not even vet this dude. You didn't even really know his real name. Like, that was, yeah. So
Have they confirmed it? Have they confirmed it as real yet? There wasn't.
I mean, yeah. So there are people coming out that his exes. So, and they are, corroborating what she's saying.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. This lady's going viral. Okay. She been on news, outlets and everything. And she's a great storyteller and it's working.
I heard
So-
TikTok one day want to pay her for it.
You
For
say
content.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh,
For
really?
content.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't know. But they saying there's a movie being made of this. I don't know.
I don't have time for 52 parts of nothing. 52 parts it's got, but apparently, a lot of people are watching this thing. It has gone viral.
Yeah.
And
I
she
mean,
knew how to do it. She
yeah.
broke it up into pieces.
Right. Part 1, part 2. Like I'm on 13 right now. So yeah. But I mean, it's just like really, I'm sitting there shaking my head like, wow.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
you believe. But the thing that the stuff he did was like, wow, this dude did that, and you like didn't catch, with so many things that were red flags that, she just ignored.
I mean, experience is the best teacher. You don't know their red flags until they get over on you. And then,
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but that's, yeah, 52. That's trapped in the closet on steroids.
Right. Right. Because how many trap in the closet did R. Kelly
I
do?
don't know, 11, 12. I don't know.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was quite a few of them.
Right.
But not nowhere near 52. Not even half of 52.
Man, that was crazy. That was crazy.
My mom said he was a professional con artist / liar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Joseph Jojo said, great storytelling, too many parts though. Mission accomplished. She never
Right.
mentioned her shortcomings.
Right. Right. There you go. There you have it.
I mean, you got to know them red flags.
Right. Right. So anyway, hey, y'all listen. So I mentioned to y'all that we have a special guest today, and I'm going to bring him on. So here's the thing. This is what Johnny and I know, us being who we are as, both business owners. Let me tell you something. Being a business owner is not for the weak. Okay. I tried to quit 50 times. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm going back to work. Because it is not something that you can just take lightly. You really have to be determined, and there's so many parts to it. Like, this is something that Johnny and I say, like, he'll be like, yeah, because you don't do this and you don't do that and you don't do this, but I'm guilty too, and because we're not big marketers, right? We're not the people to get out there and like, hey, get over here and buy this and do this. And I see this one guy, he's like, pow, get over here and get your car. I'm like, is that what we need to do? Stuff like that to because we just not, people like me being a seamstress, people like, I know you took some pictures. I'm like, no, because I'm just like, I feel like word of mouth, that's me. But in this age of social media, I think you have to really use it. I'm going to say, like, my sister-in-law, she told me, she said, this is like my job. So every day I get up, get on Facebook and advertise what I do. She said, that's her job, like getting up, going to work every day and doing it. I was like, okay, but yeah, I'm not doing it. Like every day, it's too much. It's too much work. I need a publicist or something, somebody that's going to be like, look, what you got? Send me some pictures. Do this. That because it's a lot of work. Okay. If you need to be somebody that's got to advertise what you do or whatever, you got to put some work in. And that is not easy. And then just the fact of not knowing every week, like I worked for AT&T. I think it was, it ended up being like 23 years is what official on the books. But every 2 weeks, I knew what was coming in my account. Now it's like, ooh, this week it ain't that. This week is this. Ooh, that week. Yeah, this is not for the faint at heart. Like you got to be, man, you got to have some stick to itness. And then by Johnny and I both being business owners, let me tell you something. This is something.
It's a faith walk.
Indeed.
It's a faith walk.
So with that being said, let me bring on my brother. He's not only my brother, but he's a realtor.
I'm gonna have
He
my seat.
is the We So It Seems owner, John Crane. Y'all give it up. Give me some likes for John Crane. Come on over here, brother.
Ooh, Lord, look at here. Look at this. Y'all said y'all informal. This is, yeah. Y'all just throw a brother right on in here. Huh?
Yeah.
I know nothing.
Okay.
There ain't no backdrop change or nothing.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
All right. It's all good.
This all we
I
got.
love it though. I love it. I love it. I feel right at home. Awesome.
Okay, so listen, John, back in the day, so when my kids were in college, then John would, take a ride with me. We used to go down to Hawkins, Texas. And when we got down there, first of all, let me say this. I had to take off work first. I had to take off, time off work to go down here to see my kids. I had to go check and see what they doing, put some eyes on them, make sure they doing what they supposed to do. And I think, with some pledging going on, that kind of stuff. And so John robbed me and he was like, when you going to get off that plantation? I was like, wait a minute. John, now you gotta give it some time. And so, he definitely inspired me to. I had to think about that all the whole time while, trying to get this business off the ground and that kind of thing. But John is very encouraging when it comes to the whole business thing. Because, and I know we got a lot of business owners that are, friends and followers and that kind of thing. And so I wanted to bring John on because he is the person to, when you like, man, how am I going to do this today? Because I get people that, will call me that are some business owners out there, and they like, man, I can't do this. How y'all doing this? How y'all? It's like, look, we just trying to make it do what it do around here. And so I said, John, can you come talk to the people, give some people some encouragement? And so here he is, y'all, John Crane.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm not sure how much I can give, but I'll do my best today. I don't think that you were alone or any other business owner is alone wanting to give up. I think that's part of the journey. Most people go through a period where it just doesn't seem like it's working, right? There's always that period of ups and downs. It's like ebbs and flows, right? In business, sometimes everything you put your hands on turns into gold.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes everything you put your hands on turns to stone.
Wow.
Right. So, but the key is, and I think you said it earlier, is the stick to itness.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be consistent. I remember this changed my life. I was in my brother, he's a barber, right? He's a business owner himself. But one of the things he told me, he said, man, your success is in your consistency. Your success is in your consistency. And that changed my life because I oftentimes when things get tough, we just jump out of it and go do something else.
Right.
But if we can just make it through those tough times, on the other side, there's always, if we can just get through it, there's always going to be something there for us, right? But if we never get there, we'll never find it, right? And so I just love to encourage people, business owners, those self-employed people, those are wanting to just step out there on faith and do it for themselves. And I'll apologize to you, Chrissy, because I did say get off that plantation. I know I said it a whole bunch of times. I don't use those terms anymore. It seems pretty harsh telling somebody get off the plantation, but we've got to, everybody has their own journey, and so telling somebody to jump off the plantation, I do apologize for that. But if you're out there and you know that you need to be in your own business, then you just got to go and do it. If you've got to do it at night while you're on your job, if you've got to do it, in the evenings or whatever you have to do, but build something for you and your family. And I understood that I had to do that for me and my family. So that's what really brought me to being an entrepreneur. So yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. One thing about, when you have to consider all aspects of what you have going on, because now, let's just say this. There's something about this was a hard thing for us. So something that you don't even think about, right? Health insurance. Okay. Now, when you are self-employed, you don't, you just jump out there and you're like, wait a minute. Now, we got to have health insurance. Like, what happens if we got to go to the doctor or whatever?
Yeah.
When you are working for, a company or whatever, you in corporate. So, what health insurance, it just comes out your check. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even see it. You don't think about it. It's just an automatic thing. But then when you get out there and you like, wait a minute. Health insurance is how much? Do y'all know how expensive health insurance is?
It is.
Oh my God. When I was trying to find some for us, because we still got, had to carry these kids and all kind of stuff. And it was like, they were like, okay, well, that's just going to be $400 every 2 weeks. I was like, $800 a month? Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
So, and what I came to learn is, see, I was spoiled when the company that I work for, I'm not gonna mention their name, AT&T. What happened was first of all, we started out, we didn't have to pay nothing. Okay, there was zero for a whole family. We paid nothing, and then they was like, okay, y'all listen. Okay, now y'all know y'all gonna have to pay something. We started paying about $30. I was like, okay. And it was like, now hold up. Y'all gonna have to pay something because too many of y'all being sick and going out, whatever. They raised about $100. We're still talking about a family of 4. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's fine. Then it got to $200. Oh, okay, that's fine. Whatever. Take it out of my check. And then, went up again to, 275, then 300. Okay. So now when I left the company, they was like, you on your own. So go find what you need to find. I was like, Lord, we gonna have to be going JPS or something. Because, and nothing wrong with JPS, whatever, for those of you who are doing that. But because, people were telling me, be glad to have that insurance that you were paying for, because people are paying $800, $900, $1,000 a month for health insurance. That's a big deal.
It is.
That's almost something that you have to consider, when you say, I'm going to go and be my own boss. Because what are you going to do about that? That's big.
Yeah.
And, just, you don't think about that, but even just your regular bills and things like that, that kind of automatic, you might have it on auto pay, because that money going to hit your account, boom, that's going to come out, whatever. And all of that stuff have to be considered. That is something that you don't think about until you're in it,
Yeah.
And so unless you are, because here's the thing, to me, being self-employed is a guaranteed. What's guaranteed? What is a business that is just guaranteed to make you money right off?
Honestly, I don't think I don't
okay.
think there's any business that's guaranteed to make you money. If you don't get out and do it, then you're not gonna make nothing.
Well,
if you don't show up to work, you don't get a check. Trucking the
now.
same way. If you don't show up,
That.
you don't make money. And I think as an entrepreneur, you have to realize that. You have to understand that you've got to show up for yourself every day. Right? The company, I think it's a falsehood that we have security in companies, right? But the real, to be real, if you don't show up to work for a certain amount of time, then they're going to leave you alone. They're not going to deal with you no more. They're going to fire you. Right. And so it's the same way in your own business. If you don't show up for yourself every single day, you might as well just fire yourself. Right. You're going to have zero income.
Right.
And so you've got to get up every single day and decide. Man, listen here. The great thing about being an entrepreneur is that I can decide every day how much money I want to make. When I was working a job, I couldn't decide that.
Right.
They told me I was going to make X amount of dollars per hour. I was going to work 8 hours, period. But as an entrepreneur, I have the opportunity to make as much or as little as I want to make today. If I want to make $0, that's an option. If I want to make 1,000, that's an option. So you've got to show up for yourself every single day as an entrepreneur. And that insurance thing, it's a huge thing. You've got to count the cost when you get ready to step out there as an entrepreneur. You've got to count the cost. You've got to make sure that you're looking at every facet. People that may have sickly family members, they may want to hang on to some insurance somewhere. Right. You just got to count that cost, because you just never know what happens. In your family, everybody's dynamic is not the same, right? But everybody has the opportunity to be an entrepreneur and a business owner. I believe that with all my heart. Everybody can do that.
So you say everyone can do it.
Everybody can do it. You may not do it full time. You may not do it part time. You may do it sometimes. But if you know how to make $1, right, you can make $2.
Okay.
If you can make $2, you can make $200. You can be an entrepreneur. You've got to decide on what level is comfortable for you and your family. And then at some point, once it gets to a place to where you can afford all those other things outside of, what those companies or I almost said plantations, what those companies are providing, right? The insurance, security, the housing, cars, or whatever. Then you can decide, hey, am I going to do this full time, or is this continue to be my side gig? Right. But you've got to show up for yourself every single day as an entrepreneur. There is no, you can choose. Yeah.
Now, what do you say to someone who is, they don't know, like, what can I do? Like, they haven't really found their niche.
Yeah.
Do you say, well, maybe everybody's not cut out for being an entrepreneur?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
You just haven't found your niche yet.
Okay.
But I've heard, lots of times, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Right.
Okay.
Some people go to the gym every day. You can make that your passion and your niche, right? Some people get their hair done every week. They can, especially with social media nowadays. I mean, just like you were talking about this lady with this 50 content thing, whatever it is, 50-part content.
Right.
She's just telling the story. She's capitalized on that now. Right. So there's so much opportunity where we are now that if you can't think of anything, then honestly, I'm gonna tell you now, you're lazy.
Uh-oh.
You don't have to be full-time entrepreneur. You can do it part-time or sometime, but everybody can be an entrepreneur. Now, everybody not gonna be on the same level, right? Some people just, they back in the day there was a barter system. Some people just had corn. That's all they did. They just, they grew corn.
Right.
But some grew corn and greens and beans and everything. You just got to find your niche.
Yeah. So okay, now like sis Trey, right? So her job is disbanding, right? They're saying, hey, at the end of March, deuces, right? And so she said, I'm not like y'all. I'm not the person to be out there, wanting to, be a business. She said she don't want to do it. And, I remember you were saying you have to work like a boss and not a worker. So in other words, kind of delegate or, that kind of thing. But that's very difficult.
It is. It's
that's
a challenge.
Difficult.
It is a challenge. And here's the thing. Just like today, I brought a couple of people with me, right? People that I'm in business with, that I'm in fellowship with. And the reason why is because I realized that in business, what we try to do is do it all by ourselves, right? We've been taught to go to work and do. Right. But we have to realize that being in business for yourself, you've got to learn at some point that I can't do it all.
Yeah.
I just can't do it all. So I've got to pull on the strengths of other people. I've got to, be in fellowship with other people where they can give me ideas, right? And you're talking about Tracy, she a boss, she just don't know it.
Right.
She is she a super boss, man. I'm telling you, she has so many gifts and talents.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's most people are scared.
That's it.
They're afraid.
That's her.
They're afraid to do it. And so, once we get past that fear, business is not as difficult as you would make it. It's not that hard. Right?
Yeah.
We've just got to get past the fear of doing it. Now I could fail. So what? You could fail, but you could also succeed.
Right. That's it.
Right.
That's true.
So we've got to get past that fear of stepping out there and going to do it. Listen, the best, I would say, I've learned so much by making so many mistakes in business. I've lost so much money in business, but I've learned so much by losing so much money. The reality is that you just got to go and do it.
Right.
You just got to go and do it. But yeah, I mean, there's people out there that have so many gifts and talents, but they have been taught just to be the doer of everything.
Right.
I don't want to be the doer of everything. I want the freedom and time to go and hang out with my family. I want to go to the Bahamas and all these different exotic places.
Right.
And if I got to sit and do it all day long, then I miss out on that.
Yeah.
I might be making money, but I'm missing out on the experience of being with my family.
Right.
See, I don't do business for money. I do business for freedom.
Yeah.
I do business so I can have experiences. And when I was working on a job in corporate America, man, I was on that job all day, and then I would get off, go home, and then have to do it all over again. There wasn't no experience in that. It wasn't no freedom in that. But now, like I said, I get to choose every day how much money I want to make. I can choose that because that gives me the freedom to be able to do the things that I want to do.
That's it.
So
that's it. That's good. That's good. I think that, when you say about, trying to basically kind of delegate or that kind of thing, I know for me, can I trust that somebody's going to make the right decision or choose the right thing? Because like what I do, I would love to have somebody to go, make the runs that I have to go do. Like,
absolutely.
Let's just say I have to go and buy fabric. I go and pick out fabric. Well, how can I trust that somebody that I say, hey, if you would go to the fabric store, pick this,
Mhm,
you know what I'm saying?
mhm,
I don't know that they're going to get the best fabric for, whatever it is that I need.
mhm.
And so that's the thing. It's about trusting somebody to, to be able to give that responsibility to.
Yeah.
I was talking to my brother Norris,
Mhm,
NJ, and he was saying, man, I sent somebody out, because he has his own business.
mhm,
He said he sent somebody out to do some work and they didn't do what they were supposed to do.
mhm.
And so he ended up having to go back to that place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, now your reputation is, because the people are like, say, man, you never did that before. So, now do I call you back? That's the problem.
Listen, Norris, good for you. I'm glad it happened to you. You learned a valuable lesson, right? That has happened to me so many times in business that I have learned to be a people person rather than just a delegate of just doing things, right? I realize that in business you have to learn people's strengths and their weaknesses and put them in places where they can thrive in their strengths.
Right.
We can't just put people in places just to do stuff, just to get tasks accomplished, right? You've got to make sure that when somebody is in a place, then they can handle the task, right? I've got people in sales positions that I know that can sell. Right? I have people, all they do is weed eat for me, right? I've got people that all they do is go bird dog for me because I know that they can handle those tasks. And I try not to put other things on them that I don't think that they're ready to do unless I teach them and train them the way that I expect it to be done. So I'm sorry, Norris, man. I didn't mean to sound harsh, but it was a great lesson learned.
And it was.
Right?
He said that.
Great lesson learned. So now the next person I send out there, I'm going to know that they understand my way of doing things.
That's it.
I'm not just going to send them out there just because I need a task done, but I'm going to send them to make sure, and knowing that they understand how I do things. So
right.
yeah.
Rich D said you have to just hope that things will go right. You can't control the uncontrollable.
Yeah.
So that is something that you just don't know. We do not know exactly what people are going to do, and you hope that they that you made the right decision by choosing this person.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So John, if you had some words that to give somebody who's kind of on the fence as far as do I stay in this thing, or what, do I just kind of use it as a side hustle? Because a lot of people do that. Do I do this full time, or do I say, you know what, let me go get a job and then just do this on the side? What do you say about that?
I that's not my call to make to anybody. But I think if someone, first of all, I would say you've got to sit down and write the vision of your business out.
That's it.
If you're working without a vision, then you've set yourself up for failure. Because it's just like a GPS system. The only way that you're going to get to a destination is by putting the destination in the GPS. Okay. That's the only way it's going to work. Right. And so you've got to think about your business the same way. You've got to put the destination, what vision has God given me for this business, and write and be as detailed as you can. And you can work towards that. Now, if you're working without a vision, then you're working blindly, right? You're just kind of out there, right? Until you decide what my business is going to look like. So I wouldn't tell anybody. I would not dare to tell anybody, man, you got to go full time or you got to do it part time, because everybody's not set up the same way. But I can tell you that there is opportunity for everybody. I would encourage everybody to, if you've got something on your heart that you want to do, that you feel like that God is giving you, even if it's not to make money, right? But it's just to give, do it. Whatever it is, do it. Do it. God will, listen, if he starts it in you, he's going to finish it, right? But you've got to be encouraged. You've got to have a vision. You've got to revisit that vision often. And you've got to affirm yourself, because I promise you there's going to be enough people telling you you can't do it, right? And if you start listening to them, then they're right, and you're going to be right too. But you've got to affirm yourself every day you wake up. You got to decide, man, am I going to show up for myself on today? And so that's what you've got to do. You just got to talk to yourself and tell yourself, man, it's my go time. Let's go do it.
Yeah, that's
Right?
it.
Yeah.
That's it right there. All right. So listen, y'all, I know that like I said, we have a lot of business, first of all, in our family. Let's
Yeah.
just start there.
Absolutely.
If I had to name everything that we could offer, listen, here's the thing. We need to have like a location that's family. It's like the family business location.
That's next.
Because and I am so proud to be a part of this family of entrepreneurs. And we even encourage our seed, and and hopefully the next generation, that they will feel like, you know what, I know I can do it because I saw it done. And I mean, goodness, I think the Image 2 has been going for what,
30, yeah, 30 plus years.
yeah, like 30 some odd years. And I know I think John and I both kind of had a hand in when it first got started. We listen, it has been some of everything. It was
Pagers,
a beauty supply, right?
supply.
You
Yeah.
could get
Cell
your
phones.
phone,
That's
man.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like everybody dug in, and it's still going today. It's still in the same location. And man, what I think last year the city gave Image 2 an award for being one of the longest African American businesses in the community. And so it's in our DNA.
Yeah.
And so I want to encourage those people out there, those of you out there who are considering being a business owner and that kind of thing, get out there, find your niche, find that thing that like John said, if it's something that you love to do. Now I'm not gonna say if you love to do it you never work, because I'm working, but listen, but I still love it.
Yeah.
But it's work, and
Yeah.
I know it is. But I say, find that thing that whatever that is that you feel like, man, I'm good at this, I can do it. My aunt Vanessa, she's a baker, and she bakes some cakes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And so she out there doing that, and I know that's not the easiest business, because you got to know the cakes to bake, the ones that's gonna sell, when to bake, all that. It's so many things that go into it. But I want to encourage her, keep going. All of everybody out there, keep it up, keep going. Let's do it. I think because I think as a community of people, that if we all utilize the Black businesses that are out here, those what I'm saying, then we could what they say on soul food, if we all put ourselves in and make a mighty fist or something, I don't know, whatever they said on soul food, that. So let's do that. Let's get out here and make it work. And John, do you have any last words for the people? Any encouraging words?
Yeah, I would before I get to the encouraging words, I want to say thank you for allowing me to come in and just share today. I really get excited about business, especially for people that look like me, because I know we struggled a lot of times with starting business and staying in business. But I really get excited about those people that are winning in business, and even those that struggle. When they have challenges, I get excited being able to help and to navigate through those challenges, because those challenges just make us stronger, right? They make us stronger. We learn from every mistake, or we should learn from every mistake. But I would also give a shout out to, if you are a business owner and you don't know how to market, then you need to talk to me, right? Because I've got a marketing team. I've got a production team. My son does production and marketing. One of my other business partners that was here, he also does marketing and production as well. So for those people who need that, then they should really talk to us, because we can help them in that respect. But
awesome.
but I would just say, just as an encouragement, I probably already said it, that you've just got to decide every day to show up for yourself. It's going to be tough. I don't think any business corporation out there has not gone through tough times. I believe every company that you see that is you think is successful, they've had some issues or concerns along the way, but they stuck to it and they stayed. And so you've just got to be able to navigate through those tough times. And I was talking to my mother today, and she said that you've got to reinvent yourself in business. And I said that is so true. If yesterday what I did didn't work, then I've got to reinvent myself. Maybe what I do today will work. You just never know. Tomorrow could be that cash that you're looking for, whatever it is that you're looking for. I just threw that word out there, but tomorrow may be the diamond that you've been digging for.
That's it.
Right. So just don't give up. Just don't give up.
That's great. Awesome.
Yeah.
So Clyde McGee said, God is not going to give you something that was designed for you to fail.
Mhm.
There you go. Keith Ferguson. Hey, how you doing? He said, have to know that nobody will take care of your baby, your business,
Oh boy.
like you.
Woo-hoo.
So when you have people who have some people, when you have people who have some people with good intentions to help, then you have to operate with grace and understanding.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Building legacy, changing culture. Love to talk. Thank you, Rich D.
Yeah.
It's definitely time to start being more active in production. We can control the outlook of things together rather than alone.
Mhm. That's
Awesome.
right.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So now we do have John 2 here. That's John's son.
Yeah.
That's why I call him John 2. That's how I got him in my phone. John, you have something to say? You want to talk to the people? Okay.
John too also has a podcast that he and his friends do that's called Money
Yes.
Talks, and I think they talk more about sports, but they do throw a little bit of money talk in there.
Okay.
But he has watched me from the beginning of being in business and probably crying every day. And I may have discouraged him a lot of times because of how hard he probably saw me work. But I still, I think, I pray that he has seen me continue to press through.
That's
And
it.
so I just wanted him and his brother and my other, kids to just pick that up. Legacy is huge for me.
Mhm.
And so if nothing else, I want them to be able to know that they can make their way through anything, any adversity. So
That's it. That's it.
I appreciate you guys.
That's it.
I guess, Johnny, come on, get your seat back, man.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, thank you, John. We sure appreciate you. We appreciate you for giving all your words. Come on, Johnny, for the goodbye. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for joining us today. So listen, next week we will be back. And did you want to say anything to the people?
No, I'll see y'all next week.
Oh.
Rich D said he seemed like he got a good prayer in him. Yeah.
Oh,
He's a minister.
Yeah. Did we say that?
If you didn't
left
know
that
that,
part
I'm sure
off.
you saw it. It's in his speech.
Sorry, yeah, left that part off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely. All right. So hey, listen, I hope you all enjoyed the conversation, and we thank y'all for participating. We will see y'all next Monday, same jazz time.
Same jazz channel.
All right. Be blessed.